What's going on, guys? It's been a minute. I made a video a couple days ago, but I never posted it because I didn't really like it. It was kind of all over the place. But I'm going to show you something I've had for about a year and a half, going on 2 in November. Something that I think you guys really like, especially you enthusiasts that have to do with a certain type of vehicle here. 4Runner's gone, so well, it's been gone for a while at this point, but I haven't made a video on this particular vehicle. On my TikTok I'll share that username in a minute, but here we are. I'll show you right now. So we got ourselves a 1981 Chevy K5 Blazer. Give you a little walk around here. Pretty nice. So I'm gonna go over what I have done to the Blazer since I've got it. It did not look like this when I got it at all, really. So I'm gonna share with you what I have done with the Blazer since I've got it. So it came stock ride height, stock wheels. I sold the wheels off to another guy that was wanting them for his Toyota or something along the lines of that, because they're the same lug pattern. So I got a 4-inch lift rough country, which rides like absolute dog shit, but it looks good. I hope later down the road to get a high quality, good 6-inch lift, because I want it to be a little higher than it is. But I have a 4-inch lift on it, no body lift. I might put a body lift on it later down the road. I put these wheels on it. I bought these off a guy off Marketplace for very cheap for what they were. They're getting hard to find used, and I got them for like 300 bucks. Fucking steal. And I got these tires from Les Schwab, a local tire store. They're Maxxis Razors 35s. Made it look a lot better, most definitely. I got them last winter, but I didn't even get to use them when it snowed because the water pump in this thing took a poop and it was overheating every time I wanted to drive it. So it was parked the entire time it snowed and I was never able to use it, which kind of freaking sucks, but oh well. My girlfriend had got me these lights, halos. I can show you those. Let's show you the halos first. Pretty cool. And then the hazards, I can turn them on in a minute, are the same color as that. The amber, I guess you could call it. But they look really sick. I was really contemplating whether I actually wanted halos or not, but they look great. And they're super bright. I haven't done anything in the front end besides lights, and I had painted my brother-in-law helped me paint this, make it look sick, and then I decided to paint these black, make it look even better, because these were like a gray and look kind of retarded, so I painted those black, made it look a whole lot better. This is the 81, not the 82 to 87 or whatever. It has the markers down here, not in the grill, but that's fine. Honestly, this front end's growing on me and I kind of like it, so no big deal. And considering, I mean, I wish these halos were brighter when I'm turning, so I could get rid of those and put like LED pods down there, but they're not quite bright enough for me to take the bumper lights out. But that's no big deal. I really like this bumper, so. And they're getting hard to find. The only thing wrong with this one is the fact that it's been somewhat siliconed on for some reason. Yeah, it's been great. I haven't had any issues really with this thing. There's a few issues I will go over. I'll go from issues to what it's doing well. So with these Blazers, these back tailgates / windows came with 2 options: manual or power, and this one happens to be manual. And the normal thing, the twisty thingamajiggy here, broke. So I took it out. I've been meaning to replace it, but I always seem to freaking forget. And the track, the window is messed up, so the window hops off the track, and then indeed for me to roll this thing all the way back up, I have to take the inside trim panel off and put it back on the track and carefully put it back up, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. These exhaust tips are not permanent because they're rusting. These were kind of like a test run to see if this is what I would like on it, which I do. So I'll get some stainless steel ones and have them welded on and put on properly, because really you're not supposed to have them stick past your tire when they are. But moving on from that, it's got some rust, but I got a parts blazer I have lined up for me to buy, and it's practically rust free, so I can just cut panels off. And before you say, why are you going to cut up a rust-free Blazer? Well, a guy's got to do what he's got to do, okay? I love this thing too much to just sell this and move on to the rust-free one. Plus, I don't know if that one has a title, so yes, I'm going to feel absolutely terrible doing so. But indeed, for me to get this thing rust-free, kind of, I got to cut up a nice rust-free Blazer. Plus, the other Blazer that I'm getting for parts has a messed up roof and all that stuff. So and then it's got some, it's like they took the trim off, like what's right there, they took all this trim off, didn't do any work to it. I like that they kind of grinded it down some spots. I don't know what happened here. That's like sat under a tree or something, or got ate up by brake clean or something happened there. I don't freaking know what happened there. And then at one point looked like they had tow mirrors on here for some freaking reason. I don't know why, because this thing is definitely not really made to tow, especially with the gears that are in it, 273s. So now there's holes in the door. So this door will probably get replaced with the parts Blazer door, because this one's shot from rust, and make it easier on myself, I just replace the door. I do wish it had the sliding windows on the topper, which I can get from the guy I'm getting the Blazer from. He has sliding glass, which will be nice. This side is pretty freaking rust free, like beyond rust free. Like there's not a speck, unless there's, no, that's metal, no Bondo, and there's no rust right here. Only right here. I don't know what the hell is right here. I actually know that was the trim, wasn't it? Yep, yes it was. There's no rust there. It's just up here. The door, which that one's more fixable than the other side. This rocker is not near as shot as the other side. I'm not sure why this side's so rust free really than the other side. Because you think about it, when they plow the road, there's salt in the road, okay? They plow it and it goes to the right side of the road, depending on where you're from. In the States, in Canada, it goes to the right side of the road when they plow it, realistically. And if you're in the UK, it probably goes to the left side. I don't know, because I've never been to the UK and experienced that. But I'm assuming it goes to the left side. But considering this is on the left side, I don't understand why this side's so rusty, but it's not terrible. That's a common place for square bodies to rust out, but I kind of expected that. It's kind of rough up here, but it can be fixed. I'm not too worried about it. I got the new door I can have, so. And then I gotta fill those holes. I got some body work to do. This hood needs some work. It's kind of freaking ruined at this point. This is the interior. It's kind of a mess in there, so don't mind it. I put these glow shift gauges in here. All of them work except for one. I know you guys aren't gonna like this. Derek from Bicycle Garage sure ain't gonna like this, but I put this in here. I know he's not gonna like that at all, but just hopefully he doesn't find me and punish me for it. Apparently it's a Silverado, which to me makes no freaking sense because there's no vents on the dash. There's no vent right there, and it doesn't have no AC. So I don't know what kind of Silverado it is, but I don't know. I really don't. Okay. Leather seats. I switched this one from that side because that one obviously can see is like that. So you can tell I've been watching too much Vice Grip Garage. I need to stop doing his gestures. That's his thing. Anyways, that seat's messed up. I've been meaning to get new interior. When I completely repaint, I'm gonna gut the interior, patch the rust, probably Linex the floor, Rhino, whatever it is, on the floor, and then do something else. Back seat's mint. Yeah, there's really nothing else really wrong with it, except for what I'm about to tell you. So, there's nothing wrong engine-wise, I should say. The engine runs smooth. You'll be surprised when I tell you what engine's in it. The engine that's in this is a 305, not a 350. I wish it was a 350, but it's a 305. It does just fine. Kind of a boat anchor, but it moves, you know. So it had an old Edelbrock 4-barrel on it, but that thing was clogged up. Didn't really have time or the effort really, because I was kind of lazy at the time. So I just bought a factory Rayman Holly from, where did I buy that? I don't even remember, but I think it was Summit, I think I bought it from. Holly 4L. Got it pretty cheap. So that was plug and play. Put that on within 30 minutes because I'm still learning how to do all this stuff. Because I'm, to be honest, I'm not the best mechanically inclined person, but when it comes to this common stuff, I can do it. But now, ever since I did that, I could probably do a lot of things. But I added the Holly carburetor. No, it's not the best for angles, but it gets me where I need to go. And then the Edelbrock air cleaner. It's bigger than what was on it. The one that was on it was quite a bit smaller. It's about half that size. But anyways, then I added headers. It had stock manifolds, and it was the donuts where the exhaust pipe actually meets the manifold was shot, and it was making terrible noise. So I'm like, you know what, we're just gonna add headers, because what else are you supposed to do, fix the donut? No, I don't think so, by adding headers. So I put the headers off of I don't even remember, it wasn't Jags or Summit, it was some other website. I have to look it up. So out of the headers, we had to do some banging and hammering on the header on this side because it was having a hard time clearing the frame, so that had to get hammered. Then when I was talking about water pump, had to replace that last winter. That wasn't too hard. Other than fact, yeah, it wasn't really that difficult, to be honest. You could probably do it within not very long. Even if you're not mechanically inclined, I'm pretty sure you get this down pretty easy. Don't mind this, okay? Don't mind that. That's my rookie sub wiring that I need to definitely redo because it looks like a fire hazard. But moving on, I had to add a new bottom radiator hose when I did the water pump because it was leaking down there. So that got replaced. And FYI, on a water pump, it's not machined, so you really have to like pry the freaking hose onto the water pump. So just a heads up. Add a new spark plug wires because mine were shot and they were catching on the headers or not headers, with the manifold last time, so they kind of melted. Other than that, I really haven't done anything under here, really. I haven't touched anything, really. I took the smog pump off, which is down there, because screw emissions. Emissions are garbage. Just cause more damage than they need to. So I took the smog pump off, deleted some lines, and I put new spark plugs in it a year or so ago. They probably need to be replaced again. This engine needs to be replaced, but I have an LT1 Camaro motor I can put in this thing within the next year, but I'll probably just wait for this thing to blow up. Yeah, I haven't really done anything. As you can see, no AC. Kind of sucks. That's probably a good thing, because it probably wouldn't work anyways. I did have to, when I was having carburetor issues, I replaced the fuel pump because I thought maybe it wasn't getting enough fuel. It didn't look like it was pumping enough into the fuel filter, so I replaced the fuel pump. I think the other one was bad, even though it was probably still working. I replaced it, and it was pumping way more fuel, but it still didn't fix my issue. So I just said, screw it, I'm gonna buy a new carb. So I bought a new carb, and it's on, and it works. So, and my throttle problem was fixed, even though it's still stiff. Yeah, I haven't really done anything else in here. New belt, obviously, and radiator hose. Yeah, other than that, I really haven't done anything to this thing. It's pretty much the way it was when I got it, motor-wise. And what's wrong with this that's making me not drive it? Transmission went out. Yep, transmission went out a couple weeks ago. I guess it's not completely out. It still moves, but it doesn't shift. It stays in first, but it doesn't shift from first. So that's shot. I got a transmission in the shop. I was going to do it this weekend, but I'm not sure yet. So I got a new, to me, transmission in the shop. New torque converter and everything, so it looks pretty like it was never used. So I got that to put in. So that should be pretty fun to get out. Yeah, so I did have some issues also about a year ago with the transmission. The kickdown cable I thought was bad, but it seemed not to be bad. So that kind of sucks, but no biggie. I took it to a shop because I couldn't get it. As I was saying, I took it to a shop. Phone was lagging, of course. Took it to a shop and still didn't fix the issue, but I got, as you can see, it's kind of wet again, so I got a different transmission pan with a drain plug, so that's kind of nice. That's the only thing I really got out of that deal, was a new transmission pan. That's no biggie. Yeah, this video is probably all messed up now because my phone decided to throw a stupid message, but it's start it. Keys in my pocket, so let's see if she'll fire. I started it yesterday, so it shouldn't be too difficult. It's really quiet for a 305 that has, I don't know how many miles on it. It runs really smooth. I think it's missing. Great. But other than that, she's mint. Runs smooth. Burns oil, like always. But, oh, look, we can see daylight through my door. in my floor. That rhymed. Not really. Okay. Oh, idle down. Anyways, here's the gauges. I don't know if you can see that. But she runs smooth for a 305. Runs pretty freaking good. So I thought I would show you my 1981 K5. I thought maybe I'd get some entertainment out of this, since a lot of people like these square body blazers as myself. So if you like that, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and let me know if you want some more. The fact I'll probably post this is very low, but we'll see. So appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you guys on the next one.